We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody. This is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, and we're back. And I know everybody's extremely excited over those last couple of videos that I just did. And in that last video, I said that I was going to give you a major download, and that normally just one of those concepts would take many months to go over. So now we're going to slow it down a little bit. And where do we go from here? What's next? Well, if you're interested in the information that I shared, or if you're interested in awakening, you've got to do the work. Don't go preaching all the information I just told you. That's like someone who preaches the raw food diet nonstop but doesn't eat a raw food diet themselves. Or there's some people who go, oh, I love this spiritual guru. Oh, I love this raw food guru. Oh, now I love this spiritual guru. Just shut up and do the work. We've got to do the work. It would be a disservice for me to continually give you a mass of information. And if you're not going to do the work, nothing's going to happen. So, where do we go from here? What's next? How do we begin the awakening process? The question is, what's holding you back? What's holding you back from awakening? What's holding you back from eating a healthier dietary lifestyle? What is it? Well, remember these things that I said come in? Well, they create pain. They don't feel good, do they? We don't want to have these negative emotions in our body. So, for example, if someone wants to eat a healthier lifestyle, what is stopping them? Emotional issues is what a lot of people say. But what are emotional issues? It's pain. What's stopping you from awakening? Every time you focus, there's pain there. And then it stops you and you don't want to focus. We don't want to look at the pain. When you're trying to improve your dietary lifestyle, you stop eating these foods, all these emotional issues come up from all the food we've eaten, and these things are trying to do what they're doing, and there's pain there, and we don't want to look at the pain, so we kind of just start, again, to cover it up and just to go into the nonsense world of not being awakened. So what we want to do is look at the pain. What I'm trying to convey here is, I'm trying to get you started. I want you to start to look at the energetics of your spiritual being. It's not just mind, left brain. So, what I like to do personally is, I think that this might actually help you I don't like techniques, but this might help you get started. Try to emanate love. Just love. And love should be the most blissful feeling in the world. That means many people will say, oh, I could love right now without any problem. But usually that's obstructive love. There's pain there. Love is the highest thing in the world, and it should just be ultimate bliss. So you sit here, this is the technique I want to say, is try to emanate love right now. And almost, when you do this, you almost want to break out and cry for some of you. Or let's say you're doing the love, there's something, you're not in this total absolute bliss. What is holding you back? And these things are causing pain, misery. So here you are, try to go in the most absolute bliss state that you possibly can right now. And look at it. Why aren't you ecstatic right now? Because there's some sort of pain there. And so what we want to do is try to be in the ultimate bliss, and now you see that you can't be because there's pain there, and look at it. Look at the pain. This is what we want to do, is look at the pain. Endure it. Love it. Fight it. It's your birthright to be in bliss. Fight it. Battle it. Love it. Endure it. And as time goes by, if you do this as much as possible, you might begin to notice that this pain starts to weaken and you might become stronger. And let's just say, if you continue to do this, there's a great chance that all misery and pain will just dissipate and disappear. And what would be left? It's almost just like pain-free is kind of, I would think it would be like a blissful state. And then you would just want to stay conscious there, in that state of feeling amazing. But if we lose consciousness during this time and some of these things come back in, we start to endure the pain again and do this is awakening. So to get started in this awakening process, we want to look at the pain. So it's key to do the work, or you're not going to get anywhere, and we're going to stay in this misery and pain for the many years you've already done this and for the rest. And I know some of you are probably going to say, oh, I can emanate love right now and just feel ultimate bliss and love. Okay, well then just do it when you're in a bad mood, and then watch and do it at that time. It's time to activate your will and put it on fire and release that light warrior inside of you. And it's time to do the work and awaken. So, where are we at the Raw Food World here going to go now? So, over the last decade, we've done lots of videos, and in the past, it's all been about raw food, and there was like no spirituality. But then recently, we started doing detox into the spiritual and stuff like this, and we kind of started making it a 50-50. And then with those two last videos, I kind of dropped raw food, and the spiritual stuff was like the full stuff, and everyone's really excited about that. What we're going to do now is we're going to kind of go 50-50 and even it out again. And don't fret, because just like today's video, I'm gonna continue to give, spiritual tidbits here. And also don't fret, because raw foods is an extremely, very powerful tool in accessing the awakening of your being and soul. And I understand that it's not the only path and you don't even need it, but for me and for many others, it can be a very powerful tool. It's more like raw foods in conjunction with colon cleansing is a very powerful tool. For example, I had a couple friends who eat very healthily, but they weren't into the colon hydrotherapy, and I could sense like lethargy and stuff like this in their beings. And they've done colonics here and there, but they don't do it on a periodic basis. So what I said was, I convinced them to actually just do a test and just to do it a bunch for a month. And what my friend said was, he came to me and he was like, wow, this was pretty amazing and powerful. The number one thing that I noticed that I benefited from was the focus that it gave me. this is so key. Now, my friend doesn't do it anymore. I said this path isn't for everybody. There's many ways to do this awakening process. But this focus that he attained is what I attained. And it gave me the will and the focus to look at these things and take it to the next level. The raw foods and the colon cleansing was a powerful tool for me to take it to the next level. And not only that, the colon cleansing aspect allows you to cheat the spiritual awakening process and the healing process at the same time. You go through detox and withdrawals. You go on a raw food diet, just like you got to work on the awakening thing. You got to work when you try to go through on a raw food diet. You go through withdrawals and detox. And the colon hydrotherapy removes the withdrawals and detox and somehow, some way, removes the emotional junk with it. I had another friend, who eats very healthily, and they're very into awakening and into a spiritual lifestyle. And they were going through some major trauma during this process. You know, you go through tests and challenges when you're on this type of journey, spiritual journey. And because of this, they decided to do a little bit of a juice fast. And locked up, couldn't figure it out. I asked her, I'm like, did you do an enema since you're doing this juice fast anyways? And they're like, and what happened was I didn't hear back. And then the next day, this person said, thank you so much, Matt. I did a couple enemas right at this time, and this energy that I was having so much issues with was here, and it just like poured out and took me above it. Simply by colon cleansing. I don't know how, but this is why I love it so much. Not only because I heal and feel so good, but it removes the emotional junk, the spiritual junk, and gives you the power, the force, the focus needed to overcome these things. Just the other day, I had another group of friends over, and somehow it came to the point where they asked me what I ate, because I ate a raw food diet. People are, curious about this. And I told them I eat one meal a day, and that's pretty extreme, and they thought raw foods was extreme enough, and they were just like perplexed. And what I said to them was, one of the reasons why I have success with it and I'm able to do it is because I do a 100% raw food diet and I cleanse my colon periodically. And they're still perplexed. But one of them interjected and said, wait a minute. Remember we went to Thailand, talking to his friends. We went to Thailand and we did that 10-day cleanse where we did colonics every day and we ate a raw food diet. I felt so good and I was so clean. It was easy for me to just eat once a day. I didn't even want to eat more than that. So I kind of laughed and I said, exactly. And that 10-day cleanse that you did where you felt amazing and it was really easy to do and all that? I've been on the same exact cleanse of raw foods with periodic colon cleansing for 15 years. I've been doing it for 15 years almost. If you guys could come inside of my body and feel how clean I am, I feel so good to be in this body. The focus, the clarity, the spiritual vibration, just from this alone is profound. And this is why it's such a powerful healing tool and a powerful tool to access the spiritual vibration. Because of I'm so strict on my dietary lifestyle and all those other things and cleansing that there's a lot more mercy in my spiritual lifestyle. I feel so good, first of all, always, but also if I'm really working hard at it and I don't sleep or, for a few days or months or whatever, I still have that focus and clarity and I feel good. It's an amazing thing. So here we are, we're coming back. We're bringing spirituality, raw foods, and colon hydrotherapy into one roof here. This is where we're going. And the main thing for today, as I said earlier, is we've got to do the work. This is it. We've got to do the work. We've got to look at the pain. And as I stated before, we look at the pain. We endure. We get rid of it. And then we try to stay in this bliss state and focus and stay conscious and aware there. And what is it we're trying to attain? There's one thing I don't want you to forget. The most important thing. And that's the Creator. It's almost like we're trying to, that's what we're searching for. The Creator doesn't deal with that sort of thing. It's almost like we want to be clean on a spiritual level to vibrate like the Creator and to find the Creator. So we've got to do the work. And so here at the Raw Food World, this is where we're going next. We used to do 5 videos a week. Then we went down to 1 video a week. And now what I'm trying to do is bring it back to 3 videos a week. One of those 3 videos is going to be a video like this by me. And that's going to be raw foods and spirituality. And I know everybody's missing the girls, the beautiful Angela Stokes Monarch, and the precious, pretty princess, Araya Berry Monarch. And we're going to bring them back, and we're going to do 1 video a week with them, which is going to be, recipes, we're going to do new product reviews, and things like this. And lastly, this 3rd video is going to be another video by me, but it's going to be hidden for very good reasons. We're going to put it in our benefits program, which is a paid membership, and you don't have to worry about missing these videos because it's not going to be much about spirituality. It's going to be advanced videos. And these are the types of videos that the general public isn't necessarily ready for. For example, I started to eat less again since I told you about I don't want to start going into this, and people are going to think I'm more anorexic or things like this, and this is one of the reasons why I'm hiding these videos. And we're going to be doing, I'm going to be talking about all the things, the advanced things I'm passionate about, like Breatharianism, which I probably have a deeper understanding about this concept than practically anyone else in the world that I've ever met. I'm going to talk about the blood gas theory. I'm going to talk about how I don't want to be a breatharian because I know about the dangers and how I keep improving making my diet less, and I'm trying not to do that. And see, the mainstream type of person, if they were to hear this sort of thing, would turn them off and just write all this off. And before you go crazy saying, "Oh, Matt, you should be able to talk about whatever you want," I know I can. But my mission is to help detox people, which is in actuality to help awaken people, because I know how powerful of a tool it is. So for example, let's say you want to learn to play golf, and you've never touched a golf club before. And all of a sudden you're thrown on a field with Tiger Woods, who's totally advanced and just goes straight for it, and you can't even hit the ball. So I'm bringing all these people in who are on the standard American diet, and if I start talking about eating this amount, it's crazy and gonna turn them off. So these are gonna go in the benefits program, which is a paid membership, and you don't have to worry, they're not necessary things. Most people don't need this information. But in my newsletter, I talk about all the details. I'm going to be next week. So if you want to see the details of the benefits program and all the other fun stuff that's involved, go to therawfoodworld.com, and join our email list. There's an orange box to the right. Put your email there. So exciting stuff happening here at the Raw Food World. And today, the main download that I'm trying to give to you is to break out that will and do the work. Or just be like everybody else. We've got to do the work. Look at the pain. And this is Matt Monarch, and we'll see you next time at the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.